being mad at technology makes no sense. I do it. I'm doing it right now. I'm saying this to talk myself down. I'm not going to explain to you how I just lost a whole episode of this podcast. And I don't want to try to recreate what I just said because that'll just feel dumb. Well, I'm just going to be professional about this. I shouldn't even be telling you I recorded an episode, got all fucked up. I should just go ahead and record the episode. And whatever. I'll probably repeat some stuff I just said. There might be some new stuff. It might be the best thing that ever happened to this show that my phone fucked up and I lost it. It's there, but I can't do anything with the voice recording that I just made, and I don't understand why. But forget all that. Forget I said any of that. This is like a hot mic. You weren't supposed to hear any of it. And now I'm going to start the episode. I did go to the beach yesterday. I did. Had a great time. Beach is great. I recommend the beach. If you can get to the beach, go. Even if it's like the beach where people say, oh, that's the bad beach. Bad beach, still good beach. You go, you look at the ocean. 80% of the ocean floor is unmapped. Can you tell that I said this already once? It feels like I can tell I said this already once. This is an aside. I started talking about how there's aliens maybe and microplastics and the whole thing about the ocean. And I thought it was pretty good. And I was just trying to get back into it and I can't do it. Maybe another day I'll go to the beach again and maybe something similar will organically come out of me. But trying to force that here, it's just not working. I will force a repeat of the promotion I did. There is a new Overslept Instagram. I don't like to promote myself. I'm going to stop not liking that and start promoting myself more. Follow Overslept Pod on Instagram, please. This is the biggest podcast in the world, yet nobody's following it except me. So follow Overslept Pod on Instagram, follow at Chris Laker on Instagram, and go to Substack. Follow the Substack because every day I put transcripts of this podcast up there, which I edit. I go through. As I realize going through the transcripts, I don't finish sentences sometimes. I'll say the wrong word. I fix all that. Maybe even add a little something here or there. It's a little bit different. And I also draw a picture for based on the episode title. So, which is not a great drawing, but it's a lot of stick figures and shit. But it's the easiest way for me to make an image related to the episode. So do those things. Go. Now I'm going to get into the news, and I'm sorry that you missed all the stuff I tried to say before about the ocean. But do go to the beach, and I'm going to go to the beach more. I want to move to the beach. I did see signs for tsunami evacuation route when I was driving around Venice, and that was a little concerning because I really don't think there's a tsunami evacuation route other than in the tsunami going towards Century City, maybe washing up at the Die Hard building, which would be nice. Now I'm going to start the news. Israeli army orders criminal investigation into killing a Palestinian girl, Hind Rajab, in Gaza. This murder happened like 2 years ago. Not murder, they're investigating. Unfortunate death. There was also the unfortunate deaths of a UN worker, paramedics that were going to help in this situation. The IDF is hot on the case 2 years later, and they are going to investigate themselves thoroughly. And who knows what they're going to find. I think they're either going to find that they are completely exonerated, not guilty, or there was no reason to kill paramedics, a young girl and her family, and a UN worker, but kind of don't care and not going to do anything about it. But they are really sorry that people found out about it. Nashville hospital leaves patient paralyzed after drug mix-up when they went in for routine epidural. This is why I hate going to the doctor. I don't trust anybody. People fuck up at their job all the time. And what could this person even do? You sue the hospital. How much money are you going to get? It's all going to go to taking care of yourself. The hospital probably could get you a good deal on the wheelchair. Like, listen, we paralyzed you, but if you use our promo code at Wheelchair Warehouse, you're going to get 15% off and free shipping. And I understand you're upset with us right now, but let's not try to act like we didn't just make it a little bit better for you. All right. We're trying to make this right. Moderna shares surge as melanoma vaccine with Merck succeeds in large trial. I can't act like I'm reading that for the first time. The first time I read that before when I was recording the episode, I was quite surprised. A melanoma vaccine, that sounds like a big deal. A cure for not all cancer, but like it's kind of like a cancer cure. And then the beginning of the headlines, the stock price is up. This isn't like financial news headline. This is a CNN headline. And the stock price is more important than curing cancer. I'm very excited that there's a vaccine for skin cancer because I hate sunscreen. Every time I put it on my face, it gets in my eyes. And I don't wear it as much as I should. But now I just go to CVS, get the shot, and it's cured, I think. I don't know how this works, but I'm going to invest in Moderna. I guess I'm too late there. So I'm not. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't invest in anything I say. Most of my money's in Melania coin, which is going to turn around. I know it is. Like I said, not a financial advisor, but if you have money that you want to invest, I'd say Melania coin and Moderna. Diversify. Do both. Spared execution 8 times. U.S.'s oldest inmate dies at 101. I think if you're in jail and you're 100 years old, let the guy out. He probably doesn't even want to leave at 100 years old. He's so used to it. He spent a lifetime in prison. But it would be a great reality show. The guy murdered people, I'm sure. He's in jail that long, right, to 101. So here he is, 100 years old, murderer, and he's getting back out there. He's working at the supermarket like the guy in Shawshank. He's on the apps, learning how to date. He's trying to kill people, but he's 100, so he can't. People laugh at him. He's like, oh, isn't that cute? This guy wants to murder me. That would be a great TLC show. The guy would get famous from it. U.S. Navy destroyer spent 4 days without power last month in South China Sea. That's a long time to be out in the middle of the sea with no power. But Trump said something like the USS Abraham Lincoln was not out on deployment long enough. So I'm sure he would find a way to say that this isn't an issue, and actually, it's a good thing. They saved a lot of money on fuel in those 4 days, which that price is sky high because of Joe Biden. And Obama, too. He's got something to do with it. Tourist on pastry quest overruns scenic spot in Italian mountains. Oh, now I want to find out what this pastry is. I got to go to the Italian mountains and get in on it. I know I'm a vegan, not when I'm in Europe. Definitely not when I'm in Italy. So I'm going to head up to this mountain and clog it up with the rest of the tourists because I want to get a bite of whatever this pastry is. It's got to be pretty good. Outshine fruit bars recalled for possible glass contamination. Another reason to go to Europe is I think they have less glass in their food. They definitely care more about ingredients being good than here. So if you're eating Outshine fruit bars, bite carefully because there might be some glass or they're recalling them. But do you really want to go through the whole process? Go back to the store, say these are the recall ones, get the new ones. Just watch out for the glass. San Diego County will stop letting federal immigration agents train at local firing ranges. That is good of San Diego County. I don't think the immigration agents care about training for anything, and they figure, I'll get the shooting practice out there in the street. You don't want them hanging around your gun range anyway, though. They're such losers. But good for San Diego County for saying go fuck off. Roblox commits to privacy overhaul after eSafety discovers adults can contact children via gaming platform, Australia News. So this Australia found this problem. Are they just fixing it for Australia and adults anywhere else can just go on to Roblox and be like, hey, I'm a kid too. Want to tell me about your underwear? I don't know what they're doing over there on Roblox. I don't even really know what Roblox is, but if you're an adult with it on your phone, it sounds like you should go to jail. Bear attacks man at Colorado apartment complex. Now that's a bad neighborhood where you can be attacked by a bear. you got to get out of that neighborhood. People can be reasoned with. People understand consequences. A bear, I can't even mad at this bear. A bear attacks me. I fucked up. All right. I went to where there is a bear. And okay, this bear wandered off to where there's people. Still, this apartment complex, too close to bears. Everybody who lives in that apartment complex should watch The Revenant and then think about moving.